In a dramatic development that could reshape the balance of power in the Middle East, reports have emerged that Iran is moving forward with plans to acquire advanced air defense missile systems from China. According to sources familiar with the matter, negotiations between Tehran and Beijing have reached a significant stage, with contracts and delivery timelines being closely watched by regional players and global powers alike. The United States, which has long maintained a keen eye on Iran's military procurement efforts, is reportedly aware of these purchases and monitoring the situation with mounting concern. This news comes at a time when tensions in the Middle East are already running high. Iran, under heavy Western sanctions and facing persistent pressure from the United States and its allies, has been seeking to bolster its military capabilities, especially in the area of air defense. For years, Tehran has worked on indigenous systems while also looking abroad for cutting-edge technologies. Now, the reported deal with China represents a significant leap forward in Iran's ability to defend its skies against potential attacks. China's role in this equation is crucial. As one of the world's leading producers of advanced military hardware, Beijing has steadily deepened its defense ties with countries that find themselves isolated from Western markets. Iran fits squarely into this category. By engaging in this transaction, China not only expands its defense exports but also strengthens its geopolitical footprint in a volatile region that is vital for global energy supplies and trade routes. Analysts suggest that the systems Iran is eyeing include advanced surface-to-air missile platforms that can engage multiple targets at long ranges, similar in design and capability to Russia's S-300 and S-400 systems. These Chinese systems are known for their versatility, mobility, and effectiveness against modern aerial threats, including fighter jets, drones, and potentially even ballistic missiles. If Iran successfully integrates such capabilities, it would mark a significant shift in its defensive posture. For the United States and its allies in the region, most notably Israel and Saudi Arabia, the development is far from welcome. Washington has long sought to curtail Iran's ability to modernize its military, particularly in areas that could complicate American or allied air operations in the region. A more robust Iranian air defense network would make any potential military strike against Tehran's nuclear facilities far riskier and costlier. The U.S. has not officially confirmed the details of the reported purchases but has acknowledged that it is closely following Iran's procurement activities. Officials in Washington have reiterated their commitment to preventing Iran from acquiring weapons systems that could destabilize the region further. At the same time, the U.S. has limited tools to prevent such transactions when they involve a global power, like China, which has shown increasing willingness to challenge American influence worldwide. This deal, if finalized, also signals a growing convergence between Tehran and Beijing. Over the past few years, both countries have deepened economic and political ties, culminating in a 25-year cooperation agreement signed in 2021. That agreement paved the way for Chinese investments in Iranian infrastructure, energy, and technology sectors, while also opening the door for expanded military cooperation. The current missile deal could be seen as a direct outgrowth of that broader strategic partnership. Regional reactions have been swift. In Israel, military analysts are warning that Iran's acquisition of advanced Chinese air defense systems could complicate Israel's long-standing policy of preemptive strikes against perceived threats. Saudi Arabia, already locked in a struggle for influence with Iran across the Middle East, is also likely to view this development with alarm, as it potentially tilts the military balance in Tehran's favor. For Iran, however, the move is being celebrated as a step toward greater self-reliance and deterrence. Iranian officials have consistently argued that their military acquisitions are defensive in nature and aimed at protecting the nation's sovereignty against external threats. Tehran points to repeated Israeli threats against its nuclear program and to the presence of U.S. forces in neighboring countries as justification for strengthening its defenses. The Chinese angle is equally noteworthy. By supplying Iran with such systems, Beijing sends a powerful signal that it is not afraid to defy U.S. pressure and expand its arms trade with sanctioned states. China has long criticized unilateral sanctions imposed by Washington and has positioned itself as an alternative partner for countries shunned by the West. The missile deal not only provides economic benefits for China's defense industry but also aligns with its broader geopolitical ambitions of challenging U.S. dominance on the world stage. The implications extend far beyond the Middle East.